Well, gentlemen, it's good to finally have y'all in here.
Thanks
First,
for
I thought.
having us.
First I thought it was going to be just you, and
I hate to spoil the party, but
yeah.
you know, little
Surprise
camera time. I can't say no.
Had to bring
Little
my
surprise, Mike.
I had to bring my right hand over here, you know?
No, I mean, listen, you guys do a lot together, not only in business but personal life. I assume the lineage and the boy brotherhood goes back quite some time.
Yeah, it only goes back to we didn't know each other before business, and everybody thinks that we did, but we met from starting to work together. I guess it'll just start with the
2014, 2015?
yeah. Mike was working for the stores originally when it was Total Nutrition. I came in, started working, and we just met through that. And the rest is sports supplement history.
Yeah.
Total Nutrition. That's crazy because it was by Bev's, and back then, I mean, I would go in there every now and then. Gabe was working there.
Oh, man, yeah.
Yeah, you remember?
I saw Gabe in a
That was a
Total
long
Nutrition
time
shirt
ago.
out one day, like at like a day party. I was like, I know that shirt. I was like, I think it works for us.
I see one in the barbershop the other day. It's so cool to, like, just see that the people are still rocking it, from almost 10 years ago.
Remember those?
You know?
They were like the heather gray, blue, and yellow ones. I see those like once
Like
in
the
a blue.
neon yellow.
Dude, that shirt's like 12 years old. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Before Total, what was really around? It was just Vitamin Shop, GNCs.
I
Were there
couldn't-
really any specialized smaller shops?
I think there's a couple guys on the island that were doing it, kind of similar to what we're doing, 5-6 years ago. Now we've expanded and grew a little bit. But there's a couple guys on the island, I think, that were doing it. Just to touch on kind of how we got started, I had an old partner back in 2014, and, we were the other shop back then, and then we rebranded. So met him through my old partner. And then, like he said, the rest is history. He got introduced to me by my old partner, John. And I was like, oh, look at this kid. I got to work with this guy. Like, he had hair back then, and he had the little blowout going. So I was like, all right, let's see what this guy could do. And then,
Chance.
listen, credit to him at 20, 21, coming out of college, right? You just graduated
Oh, I was
Hofstra.
still in school.
Oh, you still-
I
he was still in school.
I still had 2 semesters left.
was
'cause I
still in
graduated a
school.
semester late.
And yeah, we started working together. Ever since then, I think we speak 20 times a day, and it worked. So
Doesn't always work.
it does not always work.
Luck,
It
of
does
the,
not-
luck of the draw that it did, because I mean, just shot in the dark. Like hey, Mike, this is Mike. You guys better get along.
Hey guys, hey, see what you could do here.
That's it.
See
man.
what you
Yeah,
could
we
do
got
here.
lucky.
So yeah, and then we started expanding. You guys had the kitchen in Jersey,
Mhm.
right? And that's where we first introduced the food, which is pretty cool. In the beginning, we worked with other guys, back in 2015, 2016, and we're like, I don't know if this is gonna work.
We went back and forth
You know?
multiple times doing that, like with the food and stuff. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's like when you leave something like that out of your control, there's just too many variables. And we just made the decision. Then it's all right. We just got to do it ourselves for the foreseeable future until we get to another roadblock and maybe we get too big or there's too much food going on or too many different things. But yeah, we tried it out many different ways, and then we were just like, all right, we got to do it ourselves again, and been doing it that way.
So let me ask you. So let's rewind even further. So you're in school for Hofstra. You're working at Total at the time,
Correct.
and what? So I'll segue to you as we kind of get the history and the.
How much time we got?
We're good,
You know
man.
what
We're
I'm saying?
chilling, man. We
So-
got an unlimited amount of reigns. We're chilling, man.
All right.
So what did you want to do? Like, what did you aspirationally, like, what did you see? Did you see yourself as a business owner? Did you want to just work at the store and collect your check and dip? Because I know everyone's got different goals, especially when they start working for maybe a company. And when you're younger, sometimes you don't see the total vision. Literally, you just see what's
Correct.
currently in front of you, collect my check, do my due diligence here, and then I'll just keep saving, maybe move somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You guys almost seem like you had a vision that you wanted to own something and actually have a plan for it. And maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I could be wrong. I want to start on that side because the entrepreneurial side, a lot of people don't see that
That's
picture
how it
and
got
that
started.
map.
That's how
Yeah.
it got started. So it's a loaded question. So I'll do my best to kind of to backtrack here.
Yeah, you're
So,
good.
Back in 2012, I had basically been living on my own since I was 20 years old, 19 years old. Sold my car, put a backpack on, went to Australia to try to play soccer overseas. So all of 2012, I basically lived in Australia. And when I came back, I was, I went right back to work. My mom picked me up, went right to Westbury, went right to the produce place I used to work at forever. And that was my old partner. So a couple months went by, and I was going to go back overseas. I had trials over in England, Ireland, Australia.
What was that like? I want to know the soccer stuff.
dude,
What
it
was
was
that
How you
like?
did that? It's
It's
so
amazing.
crazy.
It's
I always
amazing,
forget you
bro.
did
I
that.
went over there with literally like a $1,500 in my bank account. And at that time, $1,500 in Australia was $900 with the exchange.
Oh, damn.
Their dollar was more than ours. I didn't realize that there.
Yeah, the
I was
exchange
staying
rate.
in hostels for months until I got signed. And then I was making a little bit of money. I got an apartment. And
So why Australia? I hate to cut in. I just want to get it deeper into this. Like, so why Australia? Was it just were you interested in a club that was down there? Was it they were looking for players at the moment, and that was the country that you landed on?
So I was working with an agent at the time, actually business partners of ours now are Scotty Knight at Engo Sports and Marco. And he's like, hey, listen, I got this guy over in Australia, Ian Gillen, great guy. He was one of the managers over at Perth Glory, an A-League side over there in Perth. So I lived in Perth. And I was like, all right, give me his phone number. Gave him a couple bucks for sending me over there. Sold my car and went over. And the rest is history. So I didn't plan on going to Australia. I actually wanted to go to Cyprus and Greece.
Cool.
But back then, 2012, I think there were some wars, things going on.
Oh yeah, Greece. Yeah, it was. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I was like, maybe I shouldn't go there. So let's try Australia. And I'm so happy I did, man. I lived in a beautiful apartment, 69 Brewer Street. So shout out to everybody on Brewer Street. Right next to the stadium. Beautiful city, man. Small city. Picture like the meatpacking district. But that's the whole entire city. Awesome.
I've always wanted to
Um,
visit. I really have. I've always wanted to go down there visit, but I kind of don't know where to start because I feel like the essential that you got to hit is Sydney, see the Opera House, do that.
It's just
Gold
so broad,
Coast.
There's so much going on.
That's the other side. That's the other coast.
Yeah.
So Perth is more like I said, it's a very small city, but it's more laid back, like a California vibe, like a San Diego vibe. People there are amazing. The quality of life there is just different. You know, when you meet people, it's not, hey, what do you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody over here, it's like looking you up and down with what you got on. Over there, it's no, everybody gets along. You would have no idea. You could work at Burger King over there and build a house and make money. So it's definitely different. I don't know why I'm still not there. I came back.
All of us. I think we got to open a Nunzies over there.
Gee,
I came back, man, and you know, opportunity. You know, that's all that was given to me, and I decided, you know, am I gonna travel over the next 2-3 years, maybe see the world, but I have no money in my pocket. I'm 22 at the time, so I took a chance. I got involved with my own business partner, who's a great guy who gave us tremendous opportunity, and here we are. You know, and what it was is not even close to what it was today. You know what I'm saying? So back then it was just supplements, and you know, we rode the wave with the corporate company that we used to be involved with, and it taught me a tremendous amount of information about the business. So it was such a cool experience to be involved with that, because a lot of my values that we hold at Empire, you know, I did learn a lot from those guys at the corporate level. So I don't think we'd kind of be where we were today if I didn't go down that road originally. You know, the Empire wouldn't be maybe what it is today without learning, taking those L's, you know, dealing with that company. So
Well, it's a very different. It's a very different field when you transition from being an employee to owning your own business.
yeah,
And now all the weight of the actual business and the responsibilities and the pitfalls, because there's a million and one of them. You know, there's more things that'll go wrong than right, especially when you first start up and you're still learning about everything that you have to do.
yeah.
So maybe you could, both of you guys could shed some light on some of the things that you thought maybe were easy or that you thought were going to be easy at first. I mean, listen, just selecting brands to be included in the store, that takes a process of its own, because you don't want shit brands. You want to have something that's reputable, that people are going to not only have good results from, but are going to want to come back for more. And then you get to build that relationship with the brand on the backside as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little intricacies that go into this, that it's not just, hey, we sell supplements and that's all we do.
Dude, there was, like you said, there's a million and one things. Like at the end of the day, it's like we're like firefighters. It's just like, what's going to go wrong? What fire do we have to put out first? What do we have to get into next? Et cetera. Rinse and repeat every single day. But a big thing like that, like where you're saying with the brands and stuff, like we built such a relationship with our customers and stuff from the early days, because we were working in the store 7 days a week, him and I. So we met everybody, we knew everybody. It helped us, you know, build that foundation in the base level, and then, you know, help the expansion, because I mean, where to even begin with that? It's like,
It's the same thing with the brands.
yeah, like,
It's think of it in the last 5 years. 5 years ago, what was the hottest brand? You have no idea.
I mean, 10 years it was Optimum Nutrition, whey
2
protein.
years ago,
Everybody
you
came
have
out.
no idea. These guys come out, their flashes in the pan. I mean, some of the biggest companies right now, they don't even have wholesale prices. They go, oh, you want to buy it? You buy it retail. Get the fuck out of here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? You know, like, have you ever been to New York? How am I going to make money making 10%? It doesn't make any sense. So a lot of times with these brands too is they're all direct to consumer, which God bless, right? That's how you're going to make your
More
money.
power to them. They have to make money.
But when you take a look at the biggest brands that have been around for decades, they have such a strong relationship with brick and mortar, with Vitamin Shop, you know, with GNC. You know, those guys, they still do numbers, those stores. You know, they get the big brands. They get those big contracts first, which is tremendous. We would love to do that with some brands, but it's a little bit more difficult. We don't have 100 million to buy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
So-
goes to buying power, right?
but
It goes
also-
to how much you're going to keep in allocation and just
course.
keep ordering as a contract.
Right. And these companies, they're set up, okay, we'll get you in the store. We'll drop our pants for you. We'll give you good pricing. You know, we'll send you some samples. Then what do? They start hitting the marketing in your area and they steal your customers. They go after your athletes. They go after your ambassadors. They do all these things, which respectfully, they could do whatever they want. But as a business owner, what we're trying to do, how am I gonna grow with you? Where am I going with this? I'm gonna bring you on for a year or two, and then all of a sudden our sales are gonna drop because the next guy comes out. But if you were a stand-up person respectfully from day one and always did right by me, we're never gonna drop you. We're always gonna support you.
Why would you want to?
And there's certain guys like, you know, I'm gonna bring up Mike from Condemned. Like, talk about a real dude, a classy guy, a good businessman. That guy is just, he's done everything for us. He's given us every inch. He's given us all the support from day one. So shout out to Mike
Love
and
Mike.
John from Condemned Labs, man. They,
Yeah,
you know,
John's the
those
homie.
guys are doing it right, and they're blowing up. And they don't forget about their day one guys,
No, like the pricing.
that's-
The pricing we paid 5-6 years ago. It's the pricing we pay today. Like
Which is
We've
crazy.
been there with them since the ground level. They respect that. I mean, if I need something, I call John. Yo, all right, it's going out today. I got you, no problem. He'll be in Idaho checking out stores, but he's like, yo, I'll call the warehouse. Your order's getting out. I'll make sure you're taken care of. And they always do the right thing by us. But like you said, it's the relationships with them.
It's relationships. You know, we're stand up guys, so you know that's the first thing that we look for when we bring on a brand. I don't care how much marketing you have. I don't care what athletes you got, who you're gonna bring to my store.
Well, the athletes wind up switching more than anybody.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
It's you got
these
one
days.
athlete that's representing one brand one day. Like, this is the best fucking supplement I've ever had in my life. It's the most delicious. It's gonna give you the best results. And then 2 days later, they get a better contract. And then no. I promise you, this
No, this is-
one.
this is
no,
the one.
this is it. And then again, a year later, it's like, yo, you don't even. It's all smoke and mirrors when it comes to that.
It
How am I
makes
supposed to
industry
believe
look
that?
so bad because it's like, okay, if this person who I look at on Instagram and I see their results when they're preaching this brand and this product, but 2 weeks later now they're with so and so, but I just spent $100 online, and you know, for these kids looking at them, like $100 is a lot for these kids that are buying supplements and whatever it may be. It's like, okay, now I'm at this brand, and in a month I'll be with this brand. Like it makes the whole industry look so bad because it's like, how do you trust anybody with that stuff? It just.
And back to some of the guys that are in the industry, and like, you know, it's just, I understand, you know, we're all in the same industry. We're all trying to make a living. We're all trying to do the right thing by people. But when you hop around to brand to brand to brand to brand, and you show up on my doorstep, it's like,
And you got a new brand.
last week it was this. Last year it was that. You know, okay. And the next thing you know, I got 6 brands sitting on the shelf I got to throw out.
Yeah, it's a credibility thing too.
It's
like, how am I
credibility.
supposed to believe this? Exactly what you said.
So,
And it's $100 for a 30-day supply.
Dude, not even now. It's like 20-day supplies. you know?
Dude, yeah, 28 days.
20
yeah, 28
You
days.
look
Really
out 5 days
shafted
a
me
week
on these.
for you know, you got to change it up. It's insane, man, and it's yeah. There's no credibility with a lot of people, and it stinks. It just is what it is. But we've kind of just accepted that.
it's the industry we're in. It really is. So there's no, you know, we've accepted it, and we're trying to steer the business in a direction where we don't have to worry about that. You know, we have the guys we've been doing business with for the last 10 years. They always take care of us, you know, and that's that. We do more food, more smoothies, more bowls, more juices. I don't even know. You know, maybe we start selling gym equipment. I don't know, dude. Like anything. So
That's also cool about brick and mortar, though, is
We could do whatever.
You could do whatever, and when you're personable and you have good relationships with the people that are coming into the store, you know, when I used to work at Best Buy years and years ago, I was a Best Buy TV guy. Right when Amazon was hitting its strides, we were told that we are basically a showroom for Amazon. That's what we are. So like you're a
Essentially, right?
showroom for Amazon because people are going to come in, they're going to look at your TV,
And they're gonna go shop it.
they're going to write the model number down, write the price down, and then they're going to dip and they're going to go and they're going to shop online and they're just going to get it sent to you. One of the good things is generally supplement prices are always the same everywhere you go. Generally, they are. Unless someone's really taking a crazy hit and they're not making any money and they think that that's going to help them on the back end or in a credibility sense of, oh, look at the sales that I get to run, and then their site gets taken down a year later because they're not making any money. But with brick and mortar stores that you have faces that you actually know the place. It's like Cheers. As corny as it's going to sound, Cheers. You walk in, what's up, Mike? What's up? What's up? You know, you know the people that are coming in, and then they're going to tell 5 of their friends. And then their friends are going to tell their friends. And then it's not so much you have to worry about people not coming into the store. It's like, how many people am I going to come into the store that you have to expand?
Dude,
Which you guys have done.
I had this conversation with somebody the other day. Like, somebody I was dealing with like a party with the restaurant or something. They thought that I was like almost trying to give them like a bait and switch and like run up the price on them with something. And I was like, listen, like, you know where to find me. If I try to screw you over, you can easily find me. You can easily make me look bad. Why would I risk that for $300 for a private party or something? You know, you could bash me so publicly and so easily. Like, you could go to the store and find me. You go to the restaurant and find me. It's not gonna be hard. Why would I try to get over on you for $300,000? All right, different story. Maybe, you know, I got to do something here. But $300, like, I'm not gonna risk my name and my reputation for that. Like, it's just, you know, and a lot of people will, which is crazy. Like,
But exactly what you're saying, right? So people may come to Best Buy to see you, right? It's what we're trying to do. You come into the store,
Exactly.
you have an experience. You may not go as you're walking in the store, let me go see what Isoflex is going for. Oh, I can save $2 online. Yo, can you guys match this? No. You come in, you're gonna get knowledgeable staff. You're gonna get everything that you need to become healthier in our stores. It's the experience. And that's what we preach all the time to everybody we're hiring is you got to give that experience because you can go anywhere for this stuff. Exactly like you said, we may be a showroom for some people, but you know what? They coming back in and they buying something.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. So
And then you guys run challenges, which is dope. You guys run challenges. You guys have the point system for the store.
Yeah.
I just got 25% for
yeah,
the
call
600
over text.
points.
There we go.
That's it, man. So it's like,
Love
yeah,
it.
little stuff like that. It's cool though. It creates like a community and a membership. Like, yeah, you actually want to just continually support that type of business.
Since the pandemic, I think there's been a big push back to a lot of brick and mortar retail stuff, and that people are starting to shop local and do things like that. Because for a little bit, it was people were literally walking in the store
Amazon.
with Amazon on their phone.
Costco.
And I'm like, dude, for $2, like, you're really gonna like break my balls right now? I mean,
Yeah.
you got to wait 3 days for
I
that.
just lost 30% over
I'm
the last year and a half.
dude, I'm like, we're paying.
Sure, take the $2
We're
off.
paying more money than ever for these products and stuff. The margins are as tight as ever. I'm like, and this guy's gonna break my chops on $2 right now.
But guess what? Got to do it.
You got to do it, but no,
We gotta do
there
it,
has been
man.
there's been a revitalization with a lot of brick and mortar and a lot of shopping local, and people have gotten back to a lot of that, which has been nice.
Yeah, respectfully, fuck those people.
Yeah, I mean, the $2 thing is what it is. You can deal with that forever. It's fucking bananas.
We get that in every industry. You get that in every single industry. I get that with my shit. It's not $2, but it's different. It's like really, we're gonna then
But
don't
listen,
do it.
if
It's
you
cool.
offer me something, there's a deal, there's a contract, there's a rewards program, and then you go against it, it's like, whoa, like, I didn't ask for this. You gave this to me. So I'm all asking is that you honor what you give me. People go crazy for the rewards. I got a call yesterday on my cell phone, random phone number, and I'm like, hello? Yeah, were you able to put those points back on my account? I'm like, who is this? This is so-and-so. I got your phone number from the receipt. So I was like, oh,
My cell phone
shit.
shows on the receipt.
I got to delete that.
Yo,
I don't know why.
So-
too.
y'all are
That's
wild.
So, so
was
weird.
like,
I just realized that the other day.
Sorry, this Verizon customer is no longer in service. But nah, he was cool about it. It's just funny. Like, again, back to always being, we're always reachable.
That's
Shit, my phone number's on the receipt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would never want to make myself look bad for stupid things or like to ruin my reputation. Where it's like, I'm not trying to have a business that's here for 3 years and then I close up shop and go do something else and go try to scum people at that business and then rinse and repeat for the next 20 years of my life. Like, I want these businesses to be here for as long as possible. You know, we're signing 10-year leases with the intent to be there for 10 plus years. You know, if I try to screw people over and build a bad reputation, like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. When people do shit like that, it just, I don't know.
Well, some people don't care. Some people
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care who they snake out. They don't care what they
crazy.
do. They just roll right over you. And they're like, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, on
like,
to the
yo,
next.
Yeah, deal with it. On to the next. And eventually karma always catches up. You always see it. It's the craziest shit. Oh, you always see it catch up. But it's just like, to deal with that type of stuff, you're all customer facing.
Yeah.
Google, how big are Google reviews? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see every
tremendous.
business preach about Google reviews. I don't really have to worry about that with my stuff because it's a lot of
Very personable.
yeah,
it's people you know.
and it's a lot of referrals. So I don't have to really worry about that. But every business that's customer facing, that offers service, that offers food, or anything, I always see, please leave us a review on Google reviews.
You have to, because what do you do when you want to go to a new spot?
Check it out.
You Google it. Damn, they got 3.2 stars. You know, you may not go. Seriously, you may not go.
Yeah.
And I mean, we do it all the time in the stores. Please leave a review. I'll give you a free smoothie. You know, positive or negative, whatever.
Isn't that crazy? The free smoothies enough to get somebody to just do something that I'm not going to say that they
Yeah.
should have done, but you had a good experience. You should have done it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
because some
listen.
people are so quick to write about the negative experience versus the positive experience constantly.
Always.
And then
Always.
you're outweighed. You're like, no. I swear I know I've had 500 positive experiences. Just they haven't written the reviews.
Say the exact same words. I probably get 25 to 1 positive to negative experiences with people that I deal with, more so with the restaurant. But those 24 of those 25 people won't leave a review because they had a good experience, and I know they're going to come back, and sometimes they will and stuff. But
They'll tell all their friends, though.
They'll tell their friends,
Yeah.
word of mouth, all that. You know, post pictures and stuff. But that one bad experience will be the person that puts it online and puts the review, and it's just
Dude, it's like
It's
a
the nature
black
of the
cloud
beast.
too. When you get that notification and then you see 1 star, you're like, oh fuck.
you don't want to open it right second. You're
Guys,
like, God.
screenshot, send this to the group. What the fuck happened? You know what I mean? Like,
immediately.
but also think about just how news travels in general. Like, if you have a bad experience with somebody, you may tell 10 people about it. Yo, fuck that guy or fuck that place. Don't go there. When you have a good experience, yeah, you know, he's a nice guy. I would work with him. You know, when the topic comes up, but you may go out of your way to talk about a negative experience.
Always.
That's just the way the world is.
Apple calls them detractors.
Whatever they're called. they're-
Detractors, and they say that's why they have to. I mean, Apple, when I worked there, you could go in there and raise your voice, just raise it above a normal talking level,
Yeah.
and you could get half the fucking store for free. Oh, I'm telling you, the
You
shit.
need a laptop.
The shit, go in there and
Yeah.
scream.
Literally in the market.
Go in there and scream. I've had the most crazy interactions and experiences working at Apple than I've had anywhere, even owning my own
The
business.
one in the mall?
I worked at Whitman and I worked at Manhasset, the
Okay.
Americana. I've had people.
That's probably a little bit.
Yeah, I've had people try to fight me over phones. I've had crazy experiences, but
Try to fight you now, though.
no.
See you out here, bro.
Like, no, man. I'll tell you what though. The dude that tried to fight me. I don't think I've ever told this story, this specific one on the podcast before. But the dude that tried to fight me at Apple when I was in bodybuilding prep was probably one of the most insane experiences I ever had in my life. It was amazing. I was getting ready for my show. Low carb. Y'all both know the feeling.
You're already just not happy.
I'm
to
just
be
not
there.
I'm not in a good mood. Like, just leave me the fuck alone. And I'm just trying to go through the motions. And every day, it's like when you put your 2 weeks in somewhere. Every day, someone comes in to challenge you. It's crazy. You may not have had any bad interactions for months to years before that. But right when you put the 2 weeks in, you're like, all right, here's the 2 weeks. Just let me coast through these next 2 weeks. Nah, you get every shithead in a 40-mile radius that wants to come and fuck with you.
Or you have a problem, go see that man over there.
Yo, dude,
He'll take care of you.
Okay, so before I talk about the fight guy, and then we'll get back to you guys. Fucking, I had guys that that was not your neck. Stop it. Oh my God, that is not your neck.
Yeah, it is.
So is he Scott, bro?
You need a Cairo? I'll get you
Nice,
somebody.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I live to do that.
Oh my God, he's his own Cairo. He went to.
yeah.
I'm taking online classes. on the
Crack
side.
every body part to start my day. It's the best.
Doing adjustments at Ninzi's in the corner.
Table.
So we used to have to check. We used to get a lot of phone fraud. So people would come in with fake driver's license, and they would say, "Oh, I'm here to upgrade my aunt's phone line," and you knew, like, you look at the names, they don't match up. Like, culturally, they don't match up. So you're just looking, you're like, I don't think that's your aunt. But I mean, hey,
Might be.
whatever. So you have to go through the process of calling up the carrier, getting it verified. Well, you're not an authorized user. Oh, I'll call her right now. Meanwhile, what happened is they have all of their information,
Right.
social, everything. They have somebody else call the hotline for the carrier. The carrier then adds that person as an authorized user, and you can't do anything. You're not allowed to.
No.
You just kind of have to go, okay.
It's not your problem.
But then at the same time, my moral code, I'm sitting there thinking, like, what if this was my mom, my grandma, my aunt that had just had their upgrades stolen? This is back when upgrades were big.
Yeah.
Just had their upgrades stolen, and this dude's just gonna go sell the fucking phone.
You just gave it away, sir.
And I just gave it away like a douchebag.
You're there as an employee making how much money an hour.
I'll tell you what, Apple was good, man. I think I topped out at $35 an hour.
Are they
great.
hiring
This is
part-time?
This is back in
That's great.
This is back in 20. What was it? 20. I quit there in 2015, but this is when I used to have to do the driver's license stuff a lot, and that guy tried to fight me. It was 2013. So 2013, making
You're
35 an
rolling in
hour.
it.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I had the S5.
Damn, good for
That's why I
you.
had the S5.
Makes sense.
Everyone was like, "That's Apple
No,
money."
but it's like then you got to put yourself on the line to
It's
go
Apple money.
stop somebody that's trying to defraud the company, and you're like, dude, I'm here as a part-time employee. I got to get into a fight now because this person's trying to scam somebody else.
Oh,
and-
dude, like
I
you
have
would
a
get.
fantastic story about what you just said. So
I want to hear that.
I want to hear
Hold on
your
to
story
it.
first.
Hold on to it.
And it happened in Australia, and it was legendary.
Yes, hold on to it. We're gonna hit it. So when I put my 2 weeks in at Whitman, this is in 2015 now. This isn't the guy that tried to fight me. This is just like, once I put the 2 weeks in, everyone was testing me. So when I get the driver's license, I got a ton of them. We're not supposed to show the fake driver's license book to them. Like, we're supposed to keep that, like, compare the ID, whatever. I literally would just bring the book out and slap it on the table. I'd be like, fake fucking license, get out of the store, bro. Like, what are you doing? Go somewhere else. You picked the wrong store. And they're like, Nick, you can't do that. I'm like, I can. I put my 2 weeks in. Like, fire me faster. I'm like,
No.
get the fuck out, bro.
Seriously.
So it's crazy. The guy that tried to fight me, I was low carb, just did my morning cardio, trained, and I'm just trying to get my shift over. I'm just trying to finish out the day, go home, and go to sleep. Because I was like 7 weeks out. And when I competed, I was 150. So 7 weeks out, I was probably like 165, 170.
Yeah.
So I'm lowest I've ever been in my life at that point, besides like when I was younger. So the guy comes, they basically said that we have a customer service issue and that this guy's going to come in because he's got something wrong with his phone. Just swap the phone. I said, no matter what, y'all just want me to swap the phone. They said, just swap the phone. Okay. Waiting in the back. He's an hour late for his appointment.
It's this guy again.
Which guy?
The guy that you told to get out.
No. This is way before. This is 2013. No. That'd be great though. A little circle, like right back to where we were.
Gotcha, bitch.
You imagine? So they say, oh, Nick, the guy's here. Cool. I come out. He's sitting in the corner. This is a grown-ass man. I'm 22 years old. He's sitting in the corner with his arms crossed like he was putting time out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Walk over. I go, what's going on, sir? How can I help you out? You know, you motherfuckers really fucked my day up, this and that. I go, I haven't done anything. I said, so what do you need help with? I'm here to help you and resolve the issue. No. The fucking phone, there's that. Once again, we're getting off track. What's wrong with the phone? How can I help you out? Oh, it doesn't fucking work. I said, not very specific. I said, so we're going to try this again. I said, what is specifically wrong with the phone? Oh, it doesn't connect to Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi doesn't work. I said, we're getting somewhere. I said, can I see the phone? I don't care. Throws the phone at me. Hits me in the chest and hits the Genius bar.
No way.
So I look at him and I just go like this. I go, all right. Goose robber. I'm like, well, let's just chill out, man. I was like, we're good.
He threw the phone at your chest.
Threw the phone right at me like a Frisbee. Hit me and fell on the thing. And I just looked down at the phone. I looked at it up at him. Okay. So I look at the phone. It's jailbroken. And for those that don't know, jailbreaking basically means that you put on software that isn't authorized by Apple. So anything that happens to the phone That's on you.
Can't do it.
You brick the phone.
Warranty's gone.
You fucked the
Can't do it.
phone up. That's on you, bro. You wanted to get that free porn site from Ukraine or wherever you're trying to get it from. That's you, bro.
Yeah.
So I go, you know what? I have to go downstairs right now and I have to go and get this checked out. Can I bring the phone with me? I don't give a fuck. Great. Walk away. I see one of the Genius Bar guys who's like the head guy in the corner of the hallway while I'm going downstairs. I said, hey, they told me to swap this phone no matter what. It's jailbroken. Can I swap it? Absolutely not. Thank you. I start turning around and the door's opening up to the back area. And he goes, where's that asshole with my phone? So I go, oh, you mean me? So he goes, I didn't tell you could walk away. I don't trust you motherfuckers with my data. I go, your data? I said, bro, take it. I said, take the phone, bro. Go sit out there. I'll come back. Get my manager. I said, okay. He threw the phone at me. He hasn't stopped cursing. This close to losing it. I said, we got to get him out of the store. I was like, so come up and tell him we're not swapping the phone. Get his ass out.
Call security.
Security can't do anything. They're not allowed to put their hands on you. They have security in the Apple stores. They stand there. They're not allowed to touch you. There's no reason that they need to be there. No reason. We've had kids throw sodas at the accessory wall, and the security just stands there, and I go, y'all gonna do something, or am I gonna have to raise my voice? Can't touch them. All right. They just stand there. They just try to act intimidating. It's the biggest joke in the fucking world. Anyway, I miss the days where you could just grab somebody and be like, yo, bro, wrong store, man.
I'm going to get to that, so don't worry.
Okay. I figured you guys had something. So to wrap this segment up with my favorite human being in history, we walk outside. He's sitting in the corner again. And my manager goes over to him and she goes, you know, Nick's told me a little bit about what's going on. But he goes, no, you screaming again. So she goes, you need to take it down. She goes, you can't come into the store cursing, yelling, throwing phones at associates. He stands up from the chair, looks at me. He goes, you told her I threw the fucking phone at you? So I look around, and now the place is dead quiet. Have you ever been to Manhasset? The Manhasset Apple Store?
I have not.
It's like a big,
Yeah.
it's like a big museum.
Yeah.
With glass everywhere. It's loud as shit when someone raises their voice.
Yeah.
So he goes, you told her I threw the fucking phone at you? Walks up to me, puts his finger right on my forehead and pushes me. And I went, oh. I go to grab him. She jumps between us. She goes, Nick, go downstairs. Please go downstairs. And I was like, oh, man. I turn around. I start walking away. He just goes, I'll never forget. He's just loud as shit. He just goes, yo, I didn't tell you could leave. So I turn around. I was like, don't get hurt over a phone because I'll kick you through the fucking glass. How about that? She's like, Nick, downstairs. They kept me down there for 2.5 hours while they sorted out his problems, and they gave him a new phone. And they gave him that was the biggest kick in the ass. They gave him the new phone. So, y'all ever want a free shit at Apple? That's how we started.
Just throw a phone at an employee.
Just throw it a phone at an associate.
I think we know
Put
that
your
now.
dirty, greasy finger. Haven't been able to get the pimples ever since then. Right in the middle of their temple. Right in the middle of their forehead. That temple over here.
That's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
That's a good story.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. So I'm good on retail. That was
Yeah.
that was
Oh, dude, it's
We have a bunch similar.
I was good on retail.
it's insane. It's exhausting.
You said you had stories for the Empire, but
It's
you said
not
you had a
actually
story
an
at
empire.
Australia.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I first got over there, I was looking for a job, outside. I just signed with a team, and I was going to all these bars with my resumes, and I found out that you don't tip over there. It's only hourly. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I walk into this place called Transit. I don't know if they're still involved. They had like 15 stores in WA, and they had the Air Max, the Nikes, Everlast was big over there. G-Star was big over there. So it was it was a trendy clothing store. They had sneakers. They had everything over there. My first retail job. And really cool place. I got a job. Everybody thought I was like in the fashion world because you had to be in like the fashion world to get a job here. I just walked in. I was buying a shirt. She's like, where are you from? I was like, in New York. And she's like, you want a job? And I said, actually, I would love a job. And so that's how it started. I was working there for a couple months. And Sunday morning, I had to work. We had a terrible game on Saturday. We lost. Went out with a couple guys, got a little banged up. In no mood to deal with bullshit on Sunday. And you get all these kids running around the city, and like they'll just over there. It's a little different. Like with the people that are pulling shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Doing crimes and stuff like that. So these kids kept walking every day, and my regional manager was there at the time. She goes, Mike, don't leave these kids. They've been coming in every day. I know they're going to steal something. I said, believe me, today is not the day to try to steal something. She goes, no, Mike, like you can't do anything, but just watch them, make sure they don't do anything. I said, no, you don't understand. I said, today is not the day. So,
She's like, no, you don't understand.
We were
He's like,
li-
no, you don't understand.
I don't understand. We were light on staff that day. I'll never forget. And I was hungover as shit.
It's always when you're light on staff and you're just, it's a bad day.
The three of them come in. They're all like, looking around, like, what's going on? Let me get these an 8.5. He's like, all right, let me get these in a 9. I look them both in the face. I said, if you guys plan on running out the fucking store with these shoes, I'm going to fuck you up. Plain and simple. Like, if you run out this store, I'm going to fuck you up. So, sure enough, I'm like running to the back. I tell the other people to wait out, like literally up front. And the store is huge, bro. It's about 3,500 square feet. But it's more like a railroad store. So it's tight and long.
Like a runway.
Yeah. So to go into the back was probably 50 yards. It's a hike to get all the way in the back to get the sneakers. And I got
Just
to
to
look
get
for
the
them.
sneakers that they're going to run out with. And you're going to have to chase them again
So
anyway.
whatever I
Good
get
time to
'em.
loosen up.
Yeah, exactly. Dude was hyping myself up the whole way. Like, better not fucking run. And whatever, I bring them out. And then the one kid's like, oh, mate, they don't fit. Can you get me an 8? I said, bro, I swear to God, if you run, I'm catching you. By the time I got to the back, I'm walking backwards. Kid's jet. So I said, that's it. My shoes weren't even tied, bro. By the time I got to the front of the stores, they were off. I must have ran almost a mile for about 8 minutes. I caught this fucking kid at the train station. He had no money, no wallet, no nothing. I dragged him back to the stores. I came back like 25 minutes later. And I was like, yo, you have 2 options when I caught him. He was going down a flight of stairs, and he was fucking fast, bro. Mind you, I'm in the best shape of my life.
Say, man.
So you're playing.
Bro, I'm in the best shape of my
far?
life. This kid was just like, I'm like, he's going to stop. He's going to stop. He's going to stop. I ran about a mile to the train station. And he was going down like 5 stairs. I just clipped his foot.
Right
Just
over.
flew. Boom. Grabbed him, yoked him up. I said, yo, I've lost my mind. I blacked out. I don't even know what I said to him. And then I was like, you got 2 options right now. You could do the walk of shame with me back to the store, and you're leaving without your sneakers. I'm taking them home with me. Okay? I'm taking these. I'm bringing these back. Or you can go home right now. Nah, man, I can't. My dad's going to fuck me up, and I'll come home with them shoes. And I'm like, you better go take that beating. I said, bro, you're going to get arrested. So I'm walking back with the kid now. I'm talking to him, realizing he doesn't come from much.
He's actually not a bad kid. He's just...
What do they call them back then? These type of kids. They had like a slang for them, just like troublemakers.
Hooligans.
Similar, but it's an Australian word. I forget. And the whole time, like, bro, you're really going to walk in there? I'm like, my regional manager's there. My store manager's there. The cops are there. I was like, bro, just go home.
Yeah.
Like, just go home. I'm not giving you your sneakers back regardless. So, mate, I need them. My dad's going to fuck me up. I was like,
Dad's going to fuck
I was like, yo, just hop on the train. No, I can't do it. So we go back all the way to the store. And whatever. My manager's yelling at me, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. I said, I told you today was not the day. I'm not in a good mood. Like, like you have those days. It was one of those days where I was like, and I caught him, and he was like a little younger. He was probably like 18, 19. I was 21 at the time. And I wanted to hurt him, but then I caught him, and I was just pissed. I was exhausted by the time I got him. And I'm talking to him, whatever. And we get back to the store, and the regional managers, they're all just laughing at me. They're like, yo, you're fucking nuts. You're nuts. You can't do that. Like, you can get in a lot of trouble right now. I said, these guys are not going to get me in trouble. And shout out to them. They did not. But so we get back there, and my regional manager calls his parents, okay? And that was probably one of the craziest conversations that I ever had to listen to.
He called
The
kid's
regional manager
parents
of my store called the parents
of that kid.
I said, call his parents. I said, don't, like, the cops are already there. I was like, let's see if the parents will come down and, like, you could talk to them. Like, I don't want the kid to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? But you blatantly disrespected me when I looked you in the eyes twice, and I
Don't
said,
fucking do
don't
this.
fuck with me today. Like, I don't care the situation now. Now I'm
He-
like,
when he grabbed him, something about New York. I know you yelled something about New York when you thought you could punk this New
That's why they
Yorker.
hired you on the spot.
Yeah.
You doubled as security and retail. So
guy's
it was
fucking
it was the best
fast.
deal they had.
so I'm walking back now. I don't want to get anybody in, like, whatever. They're kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a kid at this. I'm only 21, 22. She calls the parents, And the parents are screaming and cursing. Lock my fucking son up, that piece of shit. Like, and you could tell, like, this kid, all right, this kid does not come from, like, a good household and stuff like that. I said, what the hell was her name? Angie. I said, Angie, he's not going home with his shoes. She's like, Mike, we have to give him his shoes. I said, not giving him his shoes. She goes, where are they? I'm like, I don't know. I put him back in the box. There was only the Air Max 90s out that he stole. They gave him the fucking shoes to go home with.
Yeah, of course they did.
And I felt so bad for the kid, bro. Like, but you know what? I guarantee you that kid learned a lesson that day. I guarantee. Whatever he took from that
Yeah,
situation.
he learned how to get free Air Max 90s.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe next time someone looks me in my eyes and goes, don't fuck
do
with me
it.
today.
Don't do it.
He may think twice. And maybe 50% of the time he doesn't do it. But I caught his ass.
So as a father, how crazy is that to my dad's gonna fuck me up if I don't come back with these shoes? Crazy.
I mean, just
listen,
imagine though, like going home.
different circumstances, without question. I'm not, and I want to be somewhat sympathetic to all scenarios and people that go through things, but that is nuts.
But meanwhile, in my brain, bro, I come from a little crazy household. I mean, we all have crazy shit,
Yeah.
right? I'm like, bro, just take the beating.
Yeah.
Like, you're out here stealing. Like, you clearly got shit going. Like, you could take that beating. Or just figure it out. Don't go home for a couple of days.
Well, think about it on
Or
that
go to
side.
another store and try to get sneakers.
Think
you know what I'm
about it
saying?
on that side though, when the beating is worse than doing jail time. You know what I'm
Straight up.
saying?
Oh, that's bad.
He made that decision clear as day.
I'll go to jail. Like I'll actually deal with prison
Yeah.
and the people that are in the cells versus going home to my father or mother. That's
Bro, and
crazy.
I had that moment where I was like, I literally thought that too. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, it must not be that good. And then I was like talking to my regional manager. I was like, don't get him locked up. Like, she goes, no, I'm not gonna. She goes,
I'm not gonna, but I'm still gonna give him the shoes. So
You
he
gotta scare him a little bit.
If this kid turns around and goes, you fucked me up, I'm going to jail. So they're like, they wanted to see if he was gonna say anything. So it was just a funny situation. But that's like, that was my first situation where somebody stole from me in retail. Yeah. There's been a lot of them since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I had one at Best
A lot
Buy.
of them.
I had one at Best Buy where I was 16 years old, just working after school, and we're not supposed to chase the people. We're not supposed to do anything like that.
Yeah.
And we kept getting DSLRs stolen. They clip the security sensor and they walk right out the store with them. So I'm in Magnolia. I got my shirt and tie on. I'm just trying to sell TVs, and I hear my manager at the time, this dude Mike. He's in the back and he just goes, "Hey, hey! Oh, you thought you could get away with this shit?" I was like, "What?" I look and he goes, "Nick," and he points to like one of the other guys. I think his name was Jose. He's like, "Nick, Jose, you with me?" We followed the dude down Jericho Turnpike. First off, thinking back to now, like
Driving or running?
walking,
Oh,
we're
okay, okay.
we're following him to Huntington Station. Like, bro, what? So
Yeah.
we're on the phone with the cops, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, which direction? Now this is before I really knew like north, east, southwest. Like I knew it, but I didn't really know in relation to where I was because we didn't have Google Maps back then. Like it wasn't accessible on the phones yet. We just had the Blackberries. So they're like, where are you? And I go, I think I'm going east. I don't know. So I see the cop cars go the wrong way. I go, nope, going west. They go. She goes, really? I go, yeah. I saw them just go that way.
Hey, I'm the guy chasing the guy with the fucking TV.
Dude, it was
So just look for that.
bro, it was crazy. He has the camera and he drops it, and the cops' cars just surround him, slid him over the hood, like, and then that was it. But my manager freeze. She's like, "You went out of the store." I go, "Listen, your other manager told me to follow him. He pays my
You
check,
should get fired.
so he should have a problem with this, not me." Retail is a wild space when you have to deal with so many different personalities and people, not only that work with you and that are in the store, but the people that just come to fuck with you, steal things, undermine, and the restaurant business is even nuttier. I had a very minimal experience in the hospitality space. I worked as a barista. That's right. Oh yeah, look
Barista
cute as
guy.
fuck too with my little apron at Au Bon Pain.
Oh, okay.
Back when it was in Syosset, I was a barista there, and that was Fat Nick. So I used to just eat all the snacks behind the counter. We'd have to stock the licorice, and I just
did
wanted
have
to
great stuff.
Good job for you then.
Oh yeah, it was
Good
great.
job.
It was perfect. Yeah, not for my clothing, but it was great for me as a whole. But yeah, that was my only experience in hospitality before embarking off on that and going into retail.
There are some days, it's funny because going from like retail in the morning and then to the restaurant at night, sometimes I'll just flat out call like my brother or one of the managers and I'm like, I don't have it today.
Yeah.
I can't put a smile on tonight. Today was just too much in retail that when somebody tells me their spicy rigatoni's too spicy, I'm just gonna be blank. I don't have it. Or I'll walk in and we got a manager, Anthony. He's a great kid, and I'll tell him, I'll be like, Ant, I can't talk to anybody tonight. Just
Not
I'll be in the
here.
corner by myself. When you need me, grab me.
I'm not here. You ever see that video we posted? Is Mike here? You ever see that one?
No.
It's a great video. You got to check it out.
Okay.
But essentially, that's what we do. Okay? Is Mike here? Nah, he's not here.
The other day, somebody, the staff, I always tell them, if somebody asks for me, you'll know if I need somebody that's coming in here. I'll tell you, hey, so-and-so's coming in. Let me know when they're
Or
here.
if you don't know them, like, no.
So
definitely
they
not
know
here.
if somebody calls or asks for me, I'm not there. I'm not at the store. This guy comes in one day. Is Mike here? Oh, no, he's not. That's his car. What? Yeah, no, that's his car. That's the same license plate he has.
Oh.
Oh, he must have walked around the block then just like grab coffee or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you know my license plate? I don't even know it by heart.
Why don't you call him?
I don't even know what my license plate is.
That's crazy, Tom.
So let me ask you this. So, because we kind of dove into Australia and doing stuff like that. So you were in Hofstra when you guys first met. Yeah, that's right. I'm backing up. You guys were in Hofstra when you guys first met. What were your aspirations? What did you want to do?
So I
or
was
what
in
did you
s-
think?
I was back and forth in school. Originally for like health sciences. I thought I wanted to be like a physical therapist, something like that. Went back into business courses. And then this came about when I had, I think, 3 semesters left. So I switched my major, end of my junior year, got involved with the business. His old partner was like an uncle to me, family. We used to go on vacation together all the time. Great guy. He introduced me into the business because he knew, he's like, hey, I know you have, a liking to this kind of thing. Do you want to get involved maybe? And yeah, I just started working and he was like, listen, I want you guys to buy the businesses, take over and go do your thing.
What was your first opinion when you
Dude, I don't even.
when you met me at the store?
I honestly, the first time we met was in Oceanside. I grabbed caramel macchiato, Intech protein, and Adrenaline X9 from Farmer Fuel.
Wow.
No, I remember it
That
clear
was
as
a good
day.
one. Yeah.
Clear as day. I remember the products.
Intech. Wow.
Yeah, it's good protein.
Delicious.
It was good stuff.
I could go for one right
But
now.
yeah, we met, spoke briefly, and then I don't know. We spoke 75 times a day, every
And
day.
we're like,
for
hey, we're
like,
business partners.
yeah.
Now he's the godfather of my son.
Love that.
Pretty fucking crazy.
That's cool. It's crazy how life
Good.
works. The different paths and whatnot. And
People always say, like, dude, like,
They're like, oh, how'd you guys start together? I'm like, no, we didn't start
did
together.
you guys grow up together? I think because we just like we just always have like a good chemistry.
yeah, good chemistry,
matter
good
what.
rapport with one another. It's just you could tell. There's
And we're-
more than just business partners.
And we're very different people. Like, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of the same likings,
We're
we like
very
to
different.
golf, but we're very different. But for whatever reason, like, it just always works. We always figure it out. Like, we'll be at each other's necks, and then 5 minutes later, we'll be laughing, eating at the restaurant, going to play golf the next morning, and then we'll be at each other's necks again. You know what I'm saying? And then it just always works, man. And people always say, "Oh, having partners is hard," because I do have other business partners and other businesses, and it is hard. With him, it's not. It always works. So everything we do, like we try to do jointly. Whether it's we opened the infusion business, which has been going great. We're gonna be getting into HRT and all that stuff too.
Love that.
So we're doing a lot of different things together, which has been awesome.
So let me ask this. So now you guys join up. We talked about bringing supplements in and the kind of the intro space in there. When did you guys see the need to bring the smoothies, as that was an increasing side of the business, and the meals? Because the meals are huge. You touched on it a little bit with the kitchen in Jersey, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when I first got involved in the store, we were kind of figuring out what we wanted to do. My dad and some friends of his, they had some involvement with like a smoothie bar in Jersey, actually, at the time. So we're like, all right, why don't we put the smoothie bar in the store, kind of, redo the place, revamp everything. We did some work in construction, put the smoothies in 2015, 2016, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you probably followed suit with the smoothie bars, what, a year or two after?
Yeah.
And then we
brought
started.
it to Merrick. You brought it to Merrick first.
Then that smoothie bar that was in Jersey turned into Total. Put the kitchen there. Started making meals. Started bringing them out.
What was that like? What was that like getting into
Was
that
it
side
like
of things?
driving back and forth to Hoboken 6 days a week with Korean meatballs in my car and turkey chili spilling everywhere. Terrible.
It was a lot of fun.
My truck stunk every single
It's a lot
day.
of fun.
But once I started seeing like the volume of the boxes of the food that I'm bringing to all the stores, I'm like, wait a second, like this is kind of crazy. People are buying all this food, and we're selling all this, and more people are coming in, and new people are coming in, and they're getting smoothies now, and now they're getting their supplements. I was like, we got to kind of do more with this. That's just kind of how it took off.
Yeah, that's when we, decided to make more of a shift and just, into stuff like that. And obviously, Omar Oski.
Oski, the homie, he's been on.
He's our chef, man, and he's been incredible. What he does with the food, I mean, it's just it's insane.
So they crank. I don't know how they get through things so fast. I mean, but they get it done.
We always got new meals coming out. That was what, 2015, 2016.
It helped the business so much because, all right, you could come in and I go, hey, Nick, here's A, B, and C. You're going to take this once a day. You're going to take this twice a day. You're going to take this every 3 days. I'll see you in 30 days, and I hope you see results. But now, hey, Nick, this is your food. Now it's foolproof. You can't mess it up. You just follow this plan. It's easy. This is what you're eating. This is what you're taking. And keep doing your training, and you're good. You're going to see the results. It's just guaranteed. Versus it's telling you to take 2-3 different things and hoping you eat correctly.
We still
There's no
do that.
guesswork.
We do that, and now we say, you don't have an excuse. Go get the food.
It's right there. And it's cheaper than eating out. It's almost cheaper than buying groceries at this point.
And if you're somebody who's really picky, go order the bulk. Go order by the pound.
Yeah,
and if you don't want to do anything, go
macros,
fuck
the
yourself.
bulk, the bulk is always much easier.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bulk is always much easier. And I'd prefer to support small businesses versus Stop and Shop or all these other spots because I'd rather just have the meals already, the food already cooked for me. I just got to portion it out myself versus getting it from them. Then I got to fucking prepare it. I got to do all this shit. You're paying for the convenience, which is gold. I mean, if you really are prioritizing everything you have to do in a day and get things done and, you want to harness the nutrition, that's the easiest way to do it. Take the think work out of it.
Dude, and obviously, I just had a kid a couple years ago. God bless anybody who's has a couple kids is going home to cook every day. Like, what?
I have a dog, and he's far more work than I even
Dude,
could
I was like,
imagine.
my first dog was like my son, so I could totally relate. You know what I'm saying? My dog now, I love my dog, but I have an actual human now, so it's a little different.
Oh, very different.
But
I'm sure I'll feel that way one day.
Yeah,
I got to get
yeah.
a text back first, though.
Yeah. Dude, we don't have time for that today, right? But it's just crazy. Like, I can't even imagine, like, my wife works from home, but still, it's like, you're right home at 5:30. He's home, kids going crazy, and then you got to sit down and cook. Nah, man.
It's not even the cooking. It's you got to clean after. Damn.
I'd rather,
I bought some fire pots and pans recently. Fire. They're amazing. They're so dope. They're in a literally firecracker red, too. Just, it's awesome. But you can't put them in the dishwasher. So some days, like and I don't have a microwave in my apartment. So I heat up all my food on the stove. So some days I'll just heat the food up. I'll go sit down. It's end of the day. Trained jujitsu. Fucking did all my shoots. Did all my edits. And I'm just sitting there and I look back and I go, I don't even want to clean one fucking pan. Like I don't even feel like doing it.
Yep.
And I'll wait. I'll get it tomorrow morning. I can't even.
And then it
bother.
builds up.
Yeah. Then it builds up.
The worst.
Yeah. Then you wake up the next morning, you're like, fuck, I didn't do it. I got to clean it before I eat my eggs.
Then your mom comes over to have a dinner. You know what you're doing.
This place is disgusting.
And then she'll clean it.
Yeah. This place is disgusting. You need to get everything. Okay, please leave me alone. I do too much shit.
That's it. Listen, you pay for the convenience. You pay for the accessibility, how easy it is. You put it in the microwave. I mean, I eat everything cold. All of our food. You do. I love it.
I got the buffalo chicken wrap in the fridge, and I had the vanilla oats before I got here.
Look at that. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. Listen, when I can't get back to Huntington or I'm in between shit, I'll support the homies, man. You gotta just go in, grab a meal, do the thing.
You always buy. I got some shirts for you in the car. So.
Thank you. I rock the hoodie. Remember the hoodie you gave me?
Of course.
I did the cool. This is before I actually had a chest because I was still fat, but I
Just had a different chest.
Yeah, different chest, different, same, but different. I cut the V into the top of the hoodie. Yeah, I look like an old school bodybuilder. Now I look like one. Back then I didn't.
Yeah.
So can I ask you guys how intricate it is to put a smoothie bar into the business? Because people think you just renovate, put it in there. It's like no, you have to get fresh produce all the time. You have to actually upkeep it, come up with new ideas, make sure that the smoothies are actually good.
Yeah.
On top of the renovations to add that into the business, it's not cheap.
That's probably the trickiest thing on a day-to-day basis is like timing out fresh produce and what's in season and how much you're gonna need right now. It's crazy because it's like for the last 2 years, like the year of the pandemic, like I was going to Restaurant Depot probably every 2 weeks. You know, how many juices were we making a day? But now it's like, you know, you're seeing 100, 200 people a day in the store sometimes, and it's, you know, you might go through 5 bags of cucumbers this day, or you might sit on cucumbers for a week. That's like the hard. You just never know what people are going to get. That's
It's
the
always
hardest
up and
part.
down.
So you try to maximize and use the same ingredients and as much things as possible, so that you know you reduce the waste.
And you got to have just good people working for you.
But then you got to have variety. So it's like,
And now multiply it by X amount of stores.
yeah,
Because every store has a smoothie bar. Am I right or wrong?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, we have our managers and stuff like that. So we rely on them heavy to make sure that they're ordering the right things. But you know, food, smoothie stuff, supplement stuff. It's like there's always something that. I mean, I could spend 10 hours a day in one store, and it's not enough. Now we got 6 of them. I could spend 15 hours a day in the kitchen. It's not enough. So it's just you got to constantly do the small things every day, every single day. But you know, Monday through Sunday. That's what it is. Every single day you do small things, and you do your best to keep control of it. And you know, certain variables you can't control, but for the most part, if you're there every day and you have good people stepping up and doing what needs to get done, and we have a really good system, and we have some really good kids that work for us. So I mean, other than that, it's just a guessing game, really. Like, kind of keep par.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I would say. There's a par of what we need, and anytime we get close to that, I need to know.
Yeah.
And that's it. But that's the thing. It's like, how do you judge these certain things? You know, the food business is unlike anything else. It's just a revolving door 24/7.
And also, celery is $75 a case right now. 3 weeks ago, it was $23.
Wow.
So, you know, when things are in season, they're fairly priced, but it's supply and demand. The prices change every day.
So are we gonna see an Empire Nutrition Garden soon?
A farm.
Unless you want to do it, man.
It's gonna be farm to table. It's gonna be
Yeah.
farm to
Got my
smoothie
hands
bar.
full. I've got my hands full.
crazy.
Yeah, have you guys seen Clark? You know Jeremy Clarkson, the automotive journalist, the guy from Top Gear.
Mhm.
Clarkson, and then the 3 guys, but he was the main one.
Okay.
He started a show. It's actually hysterical. You guys should watch it. It's on Amazon Prime called Clarkson's Farm. So now he's not doing the car stuff anymore. He basically lives on a farm, and he's becoming a farmer. And he's just everything that can go wrong literally goes wrong.
Yeah, that's just.
But he bought a Lamborghini tractor because
Oh, nice.
he's like, and they're like, "Why'd you buy it? It's too big." He goes, "Do everything faster." Like I figure that's what the point is.
Why does
But-
anybody buy a Lamborghini?
Yeah, he's like, it's just
It's
amazing.
a Lamborghini.
And then after everybody starts driving it, before they drive it or before they see it, they go, "It's too big. Why'd you buy this?" But then after they drive it and they actually interact with it, they go, "It's quite a nice tractor." They're like, "Yeah, I told
Pretty
you."
sick, man. Sorry, I was negative about it.
So now you guys have the brick and mortar stores, and then you also open up the store in Onyx.
Yep.
Would you say that was a good, like a really good partnership in that
Oh, yeah.
manner?
Yeah,
Because
they're-
then you have the one-stop shop for everybody, literally in a gym.
No, they're awesome. The owners, the management, Jordan and Alicia, great people. Every single event, they make sure we're included, involved. They did their holiday party at the restaurant too, which was cool. And it's a great
trendy,
partnership.
man.
Yeah, it was just goes hand in hand. Like it's very easy to be there. Anything I need to do, it's no questions asked, carte blanche, Mike, whatever you need, go ahead. You know, couldn't ask for better people to work with. But it's great to be there because it's just you're in the gym. It's stores and gyms are different. People aren't in the mood to shop sometimes or in the mindset to shop, so you have to kind of tailor it a little differently. You know, more grab and go items, smaller things, quick serve stuff, a lot more RTD, snacks,
Pre-workouts.
Waters. It's like
correct,
catered
all
to
things
the
like
gym.
that. You know, little things that don't sell at a normal store of ours would sell, there.
Which is cool because then you can offload some of the stuff that's not moving.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And it moves right out the door. You're like, there we go.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%. Listen, you pop open a couple tubs of pre-workout, $1, $2 scoops, all day long.
That's cool. I actually like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And then in terms of franchising, so you guys decided to do the franchising. Am I incorrect in thinking that, or
It's
sort of?
It's a conversation.
Yeah, we're more like operational agreements right now. The franchising game is just, we sat down with a few people and we spoke. It's
Expensive.
it's crazy expensive, and we still got a little bit of work to do on the ground floor before I think we can make that jump.
You have to have that playbook and blueprint so that when you go to somebody, and it's got to be
tight.
tight.
cut and dry.
I'm very close with Josh York. So he owns Gym Guys.
Oh no.
Yeah, he
Nice.
owns Gym Guys. One of the fastest growing fitness franchises
Yeah.
in history. I mean, he's
I
right
see
in
their trucks
Melville.
everywhere.
Yeah, and the signs. He puts the signs everywhere.
Yeah.
But he does franchising. So I've spoken to him. I've been around him for years. So he talks about it's tough. It's fucking.
It's a very different business, right?
Yeah.
Like what we do on a day to day,
No, we're not in a retail business. Then we're in the franchise business.
right? It
Yep.
changes overnight.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm ready to do that. I love what I do. I mean,
We work
Over-
for ourselves. We answer to ourselves. If we want to go away, hey, you free tomorrow morning? Because there's 2 8 a.m. flights. Yeah, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We have that luxury. But then again, when something goes wrong, we handle it. People only see the good. They see us golfing on a Wednesday
oh,
afternoon.
they watch your Instagram stories and they don't. That's what happens with
They
me.
don't see that I'm at the store at 6 o'clock almost every single day, just making sure everything's ready to go.
Yep.
Then I'll go do my stuff. Like I'll get 4 to 5 hours of solid work in before most people are even at work.
yeah.
And that's one of the most important things. It's crazy. The more people that I talk to that own their own thing and that are in charge and wear all the hats, even though you guys are partners, you still split the hat distribution. Like there's a lot that you both have to take on for yourselves for the whole culmination of the business. But the more that I speak to people, it's like the starting of the day earlier and earlier because there's just not enough hours in the day to get everything done.
Once the
have to.
store opens, that's it. It goes by like that. It's 3 o'clock. The day's over.
I was gonna say if I see 1:30, 2 o'clock on the whatever on my watch or my phone, I'm like, fuck, the day's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because then it's just
Yeah.
And it goes by like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the restaurant at night.
Yeah. Well,
So now let me ask you that's actually the good segue point. So what sparked the thought of opening the restaurant?
my dad was in hospitality for a while. Obviously still is. Helps us out a ton.
Love Pops. Shout out to Pops.
It's the man, the GOAT, BV, Big Vin. I was kind of talking to him. I'm like, listen, I don't know what I want to do next, what I want to get into after this. I want something else. I love the stores, and it's always going to be my passion. I love it every single day, but I want to do something else on the side. Like, I want another area of income. Like,
Yeah, multiple streams.
but I can't do something that's not going to be working for ourselves, for us. Like, I just wouldn't be able to fit in my schedule. So, started looking for places. That's kind of how it came about. My dad had places in the city. We wanted to do something out here, bring that Manhattan-esque vibe out to Long Island. I think we did a great job in doing so with the design, the build out, the vibe of the restaurant. And knock on wood, we have a phenomenal team in place and staff. Like, I am the face, but nothing more than that on a lot of aspects. My brother does a ton. Partner Frank does a massive amount. And I like to do a lot of back end stuff and set up parties and bring people in, and that's what I like to do because I just don't have the time during the day with everything else. So thankfully we have a great team involved, and that's kind of how it started. It was just like, we want something out here. Let's do it.
Every time I've gone, packed out, good
Dude,
times,
It was literally just like a
good
shot,
food.
like a shot in the dark where we were like, okay, we're gonna open a restaurant. Like, fuck it, let's go.
And now you're opening up
Another one.
a second
Yeah.
restaurant.
Just can't miss, bro. Just can't miss.
Second one should be open in 2 weeks, God willing.
It's amazing.
We actually have 3 and 4 kind of on the radar. Just a matter of spacing it out a little bit because it's exciting.
Shout out to your dad because he helped us tremendously.
Yeah, he helped us from
on
day
food
one.
side, like
Day
with,
one.
with the meal prep and everything. Like,
He'll love the shout out.
yeah, he tea time 7 a.m. on Friday if you're around, Ben. But yeah, he helped us out tremendously with that, getting us going. So we wouldn't be where we are today without him, And that's the cool thing about his family. Like, and that's why I think we get along so well too, is like, I don't really have a big family. So like, it's funny because you and your dad's relationship is,
It's
like,
my boy.
it's your boy.
My boy.
It's tight. So it's like funny when I'm around them. I'm just like,
It's like weird when we have to have like the father-son dynamics. I'm like, why is this like awkward?
yeah, I'm like, that switched up really quick. Like,
Don't give me like a life lesson. Like we
Yeah.
were just drinking Casamigos.
Yeah.
I don't want you to lecture me right now.
Yeah, give me on
Get
hole
hammered with you.
17 or 18.
Yeah, come on.
Not on hole 8.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. His whole family, between his mom, his brother, like they're my family now, which is awesome.
That's cool.
100%.
Yeah, so
So they got another mic in.
that's it. They adopted 2, bro.
Yeah,
Not 1, but 2 now.
Love
So,
that.
Little Mike Jr. and Mike.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good stuff.
it's been a fun ride so far.
Yeah, the restaurant dynamic's been exciting. It's been fun. Definitely can see people could get. I love having Empire and that because Empire keeps me grounded very much. You could see how people could get trapped and like in the restaurant life and people in that business and stuff. But I know that like once it hits 10 o'clock, I'm like, yo, I gotta be up at 5 o'clock the next day. I'm out. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
You guys got it. Shut it down here. Do your thing. If you guys go out, be safe. But I got work in the morning. Like, so that's what I like about it.
Not to mention, shout out to him. He does the outing for Nunsies. You did the last year was the first one you did.
Yes.
And for anybody who's been to a golf outing, dude, first year, 8.5 out of 10. Like,
solid
and
start.
you can't get any better than what you did, to be honest with you. Like, and we just have experience from go to outings. Like, this guy put it together and, donated a ton of money, to the Magro Foundation,
Agro
right?
Foundation. Yep.
What do they do?
They help children and their families that are going through, cancer, sick kids. They basically, cover medical expenses, cover the family's expenses a lot, things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, great people. Great people.
We got it coming up again.
August
28th, I think.
I keep forgetting.
Day before my birthday.
It's the Monday.
I love that.
So come on down.
Perfect.
I'll get a foursome. Rizzle's Productions. Foursome.
Oh man, I don't actually. I got a couple boys that are pretty nasty.
I'll
I'll
send you.
play a little bit though.
Yeah, I played once in the last year.
That's
so,
enough. Play twice.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
It's a great day though, man. I mean,
Not when you're a lefty and no one can give you tips.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Then.
It's horrible. I always want to try everyone's clubs out, and everyone's
can't.
like, "Nah, I'm ready." Okay, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stick with my PXGs, which I wish I didn't buy that driver. I really do wish I didn't buy that.
99 later.
You know what? It was like 700, but then it was on sale for 200.
Oh, so you got to do it.
So I grabbed it.
It was basically free then.
Yeah, essentially. It paid for itself after the first, shank. But I don't understand like the weight They have the weights in the head of the club.
Yeah.
And it's like no one really explains it to you. And then because I'm a lefty, everyone's just like, I mean, your swing looks good. And I go, well,
You have no business touching those weights.
none.
You got to bring them to a professional.
None. I need to get lessons.
Did you bring?
Y'all have lessons?
Let me ask you something. Did you bring it back because it didn't work for you after you used it for a year?
No, I bought it for
Oh,
PXG.
okay.
People do that with protein after they use half the tub.
Hey, I didn't
Wait,
really
you're not
like
supposed to do that?
I didn't really like
Yeah,
the
no.
taste. Well, there's 6 scoops left, sir. There was 30 in here.
Yeah, my cat knocked it over.
Yeah, can I just get a store credit? Sure, man. Anything else you want to grab off the shelves? Be my fucking guest. Take it.
Here's the keys to my car, too. On the way out, you can take it for a spin.
I missed a personal guarantee on the wall here somewhere on the return. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Sorry, I just
people-
went left there.
No, people have balls.
Yeah.
People have balls sometimes if they ask certain things.
My next business is something in golf, though, because you'll spend $700 to hit the ball 10 yards further.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
May not go
we all do
straight.
that.
Nope.
You may go in the water 9 out of 10 times,
but I hit it further.
but you hit it further.
I did hit it further.
For $6.99.
$6.99. Yep, and it cost
You'll be
$10 to
so
make.
fucking hyped walking out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they rig the simulators. That's what happens. They rig the simulators when you're hitting in the store.
Dude, the
Yeah.
You're
putting
like,
mat,
oh, I'm fucking piping these. This is crazy.
5 yards every year. 5 yards every year.
the putting mat at the PGA store, it's designed for the balls to funnel into the holes.
Really?
Yeah.
Has to be, right?
No, it is.
Fact?
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Because I watch Mike make putts there. That's how I know. That's how I know. But no, dude, that's like a real thing. Like,
Fair enough. My putting has been
whether it's
shit.
whether it's a rumor or not, I mean, it's got to be a real thing.
Yeah.
But
If it's not, it is now.
listen, it's smart to do it.
Then you guys have the IV business.
Yes.
So just trying to keep in the health and wellness, and that
Yeah.
was
I mean, that was the goal, kind of piggyback off what we're doing right now. And just booking appointments, booking packages for different, whether people have different ailments or they want to get healthier, they want to recover faster, they're deficient in iron or they're hungover, you name it, we have a bag for it. We're full concierge, so we can go to your home, office, any day of the week, as long as we have nurses on staff. And it's been going well. We're appointment only, so we have a cool little space built out actually next to Empire and Oceanside.
cool.
So it's been going really well. It's a big learning curve getting involved in the medical field.
Fucking restaurants.
What are we gonna do next, baby?
Felt like an idiot in several meetings.
Astronauts. We're going to the moon.
Felt like an idiot in several meetings for like 6 months between, the IV starter kits and all like the clinical words for all this, supplies and stuff. But it's been good. I got a great team there too. And the great thing about nurses is they're all hustlers. They all want to work. They're not scared to work 14 hours a day because they do it 3-4 days a week. They all want to work and they're all making good money. So it's a cool business to be involved with. And, like I said, we're going to be getting into TRT very soon, which is really exciting. So we're building our programs with that right now. We're working with a couple doctors who've been in the game for like 20 years now. So I'm really excited about that. It all goes hand in hand to what we're doing. Health and wellness.
Health and wellness.
And Italian food.
And
And
good,
Italian
and
food.
good Italian food with a
Really
spicy
good Italian
marg.
food and some Negronis.
The lamb pappardelle, man. Ooh.
Bro, it's about
That was
balance,
the
man.
move.
It's about
Lamb
balance.
chops, my go-to.
Oh, the pappardelle, man.
Lamb chop.
I need that right over the top of it. Oh,
Not a big mushroom guy. That without the mushrooms, I love.
bite
You
your
don't like
tongue.
mushrooms?
Yeah.
Bite your tongue. They're delicious. They're delicious. So now, what are you guys gonna be doing or got coming up besides the golf outing?
I don't know, man. We've been pretty busy.
Well,
You said this is the first time you guys have sat in how long?
Probably about
Yeah.
a week and a half, 2
Yeah.
weeks.
hopefully, God willing, Nunzi's a Freeport will be open in about 2 weeks. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
I turned 30 this year. That's exciting.
Big friends and family will, obviously come down.
Other than that, I mean, dude.
My daughter's coming in 3
Yeah.
weeks. So
was
I'm
gonna
going to
say.
be a little busy this summer.
Yeah.
But
Working a lot and taking care of a lot of diapers.
becoming a father is like the coolest thing ever.
Man.
I want
It
to
really
be. I
is,
want to be a
man.
dad so bad.
I would have
gotta
been a
get text
dad
back.
at like 24, 25.
You got to sit by the restaurant a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Ty came in there.
I wasn't lean enough to hang at Nunzi's last year. I'll go now.
Dude.
Yeah.
Are you on the mile for Nunzi's in Freeport?
It's on a
Where
mile.
are
It's
you
on
going to
a
be?
mile. It's going to be on it's South Main Street. So if you're coming from,
Because my dad lives on Guy Lombardo.
Couple
so if you're
blocks
coming
over.
from like
He's on over-
Belmore Merrick, if you're coming from the shop on Merrick Road,
Okay.
you go down. It's almost like you're gonna take the bend on Atlantic. You just go straight. So we're right down there. We're in a private marina, really nice area.
Dope.
It's
Yes,
behind.
margaritas.
Remember the place Patio?
No.
That's where I saw Gabe in the Total Nutrition shirt. Used to be like a day
I'm pretty
club
sure
kinda
Gabe's
thing.
just an apparition. He just kind of appears in old clothing and that you see him in logos of ex people that he used to hang out with, and then he just
I
disappears.
hope he hears this and
Oh,
wears that shirt into the
He
store
won't.
one
I'll have
day.
to send him the clip. He won't. Jerk off.
But not on the mile. It's South Main Street, private marina. We're at the entrance of it, so it's very nice over there. Place coming along beautifully.
And we're hiring, so
We are hiring.
send your resume.
We are hiring.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit him up. And how can people get in touch with y'all, gentlemen? Mr. Knapp, you first.
Apparently, it's on
Don't
the
use the
receipt.
receipts. Don't do that same
Don't use
mistake.
the don't use the receipts. No, but if people are looking to work too, please, send an email through the website.
For
Whatever
Empire,
works.
Nunzies,
Empire,
we're
Nunzies,
hiring
we're
everywhere.
Always hiring. We just did a video on like the struggles of hiring employees.
I'm
It's
sure.
gonna, it's
I can
very
only
funny.
imagine.
It's gonna be great.
This one's gonna do some good numbers.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I could only imagine what it must be like to hire people.
you're gonna get there soon. Don't you worry. You're gonna have the same struggles.
Yeah, I can't fucking trust anybody. That's the issue. I can't trust that anybody's going to be doing not only the same work that I do,
You're
but
never gonna. That's the problem. You're never gonna entrust it, but you have no choice.
I guess.
Otherwise, there's no scale.
I had this conversation with
It's
someone
tough.
the other day, and it's like people think that the biggest thing I always hear, yo, it must be nice. It must be nice. Things don't disappear. Problems don't disappear like the bigger you get and the more money you make.
Disappear.
They become larger. It's
Compound.
just
Yeah.
you just understand how to deal with those situations differently, and you don't let them fuck your day up. Like if I wore my emotions on my sleeve at every moment of the day, I'd be a miserable person. Oh, I can't come in.
I used to
today.
struggle a lot with that. When my brother was like working at the stores a lot, I used to struggle a lot with like little things would like set me off and my day would be ruined and I would like lose my mind. Now it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a store burn down. There's really just not much.
Yeah, right,
There's
that's
not
right.
many
To the
worse
max.
things that could happen to start your day off or
Yeah.
to go on. And
Must be nice.
yeah. So it's just like, listen, it is what it is. If you don't want to deal with these problems and you don't want to wear those hats and have those roles, don't do it. Don't
That's
be
it.
in business.
You don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Go get a 9 to 5.
Yeah, go work
take
for
the train
somebody
to the
else.
city,
Simply.
put on a shirt and tie.
And there's
Which
nothing wrong with
listen,
that.
there's nothing wrong with those things at all. But it's just like I don't know any other way.
Every other
I
day, I
literally,
say to myself,
I literally don't know anything else besides what we do every single
shit,
day.
I would love to just take a check and go home. But
Oh,
then-
we've all had that thought.
but then
Work
other
for yourself,
days-
you all have, we
Yeah,
all have
but-
that thought.
But then most days I'm like, nah, fuck that.
No, you wouldn't be able to do it because
never do
the luxuries that we're afforded by taking on these monumentous tasks and all these challenges on a daily basis. That is what sets us up to be able to leave and go on vacation. Dude, I'm going to go to Hawaii in August for a week. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm just going. I've
Got
gone
it.
to Hawaii twice by myself before. I'm going again. Recharge. Phone's off.
There you
Leave me
go.
alone. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I want to take pictures. I want to hang out. I want to go snorkel. That's
Get
all I
on
want to do.
Bumble over there, bro. Yo,
It's just gonna be a bunch of yakuza and triads. They have hubs down there. It's crazy.
I mean, you seem to know a lot about what's going on down there. So
do.
You could maybe take some home with you.
No.
You know?
Imagine just integrate. What happened to Nick? Why does he have a back tat? He went to
Never-
Hawaii for a week
No,
and
he
now
never he never came back.
he never came back.
I'd
Is he-
love to come visit you, man.
Is he in
so-
Tokyo right now?
Some days when like the problems go on, I'm like, what if we just went off the grid and
Oh yeah, house in Montana. Just you don't have to worry about shit. I had that thought this morning.
Like I can't tell you just looking at my phone right now what's
the
happening.
anxiety of like
That's why I left
looking
mine
at-
over there.
What's
and
happening?
I turned the watch off. I
Yeah.
can't do it. I turned all the notifications off the watch because after a while it's just like this all day. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, leave me alone. I don't want to fucking talk.
Yeah.
I have to focus.
But for you, it's, I hide a lot. Like we talk about this all the time, and I have to do a better job of, being out there more. I was back in the day when I first started, but we're always accessible, but it's the same thing for what you do, right? Like you receive the energy you put into this world. So like you have a podcast, you're on here talking shit all day long, how many days every week. So people always feel like they could get at your neck for whatever, but you have to be able to deal with that. Like you can't just shut down, shut off, because then your business disappears. It's the same thing what we do. Like to this day, how many people come in and go or text you, hey bro, you're gonna be at the store, I gotta come see you. Like I know you just
7
need a
days a
protein, and like
Yeah.
but some days I'm like, fuck man, I don't wanna have to deal with that. But I gotta show up because he's been a customer for 8 years and he spends $50 every 6 months in my store, but I appreciate that. And I gotta show up.
Bro.
I can't shut the phone off. But it has its pros and cons, but you can never just like you can't shut it off.
No, you can't. And if you do, that's suicide. It's done.
The whole social media thing I put down all the time. Like even with the we handle the store page ourselves. But it's hey, my order didn't come yet. I got an email, I got a text, all the stores were called, I got a message on Instagram. Like I have to reply to some of these people. But it's just like if you ordered something online from Rain, you ordered it at 5 p.m. Would you message them at 5:05 and say, "Hey, I didn't get my tracking yet. Did you guys send it out?"
No, but I don't doubt that happens on a regular
Every
basis.
fucking day, all
Yeah.
day. And it's just
I
must
ordered
be nice, right?
I ordered no-gi stuff
Yeah.
for jujitsu 3.5 weeks ago.
when it shows up, it shows up.
Don't get me wrong, I want it. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited.
yeah,
And two of the pieces are custom. Like they have Rizzles on the back. Like it's fire.
yeah.
But I understand that it's custom. So it's
When it comes.
It's gonna. And last week, and I've seen people on their Instagram page. It's a brand called Future Kimono. I've seen people on their Instagram page. It's been 2 weeks. Where's my custom order? Where's my custom rash guard? It's like, bro, relax.
Yeah.
It's gonna get there, and it says it on the fucking website. Like,
Please allow
the-
2 to 4 weeks for
yeah, for the order processing and then the shipping. And then, oh, guess what? Just because you got a tracking number doesn't mean that the order's going to go out that day. That means that the label was created, dumbass.
Yeah.
Just use your fucking brain. It's
Yo,
not that
Can
difficult.
we put everyone through to you to answer our calls?
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that.
fucking dumbass. I'd love that. Are you
dummy.
kidding?
Just,
That would actually be a really funny video.
It's a good idea for a new one.
I don't know. It's just, I get being excited.
Yeah.
But there's also a point where you have to have some understanding that your one order isn't the only thing that this company that has, we're going to use you guys as the perfect example,
Yeah.
multiple stores, multiple associates, multiple areas of business that you have to attend to every single day,
Yeah.
that your order that was placed, and let's say 50 minutes, an hour,
Yeah.
let's say your order that was placed an hour ago, you're upset that it wasn't sent out yet? Come on, bro. What are we doing? It's not that difficult.
And you don't think the company wants to send it out?
Yeah, of course they do.
Want
They
the
don't.
business.
They don't
You want
wanna
the
hear-
business? I'll take anybody's
Thank
money.
you for the order. I want to get this out.
They don't want to hear from you.
No,
The
that's
post
what,
office closed an hour and a half ago. I'm going to bring it first thing in the morning. I'll be
Yeah.
waiting outside.
that's what Marcello said. He's like, I'll take the No Good Burger joint.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take everybody's money. I don't give a fuck. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everybody's money. It don't matter who you are, what you believe. Don't matter to me. I'll take everybody's money. But
50
sometimes
cents.
you got to be understanding.
Get rich or die trying. What do you say? I'll take pennies if that's all a fiend had.
Yeah. Shit.
He's correct.
It's true though, and it's exactly what you guys have said. I've preached about myself in past episodes. I've listened to and absorbed the information from top gurus, let's call them, and public speakers and industry professionals. They've all said the same thing. It's like you have to just be understanding of the time that everything takes, and it doesn't always mean that you have to be the operator, that you have to be the owner. You could be an amazing associate, not only make really good money to support yourself, do other things on the side, but you don't have to wear that hat where you are stressed out 24 hours a day and that all, rests on your shoulders. being the owner, being the business operator isn't for everybody. And it's okay. Not everybody needs to be an owner.
Yeah.
Too many people listen to like Gary Vaynerchuk and all this shit. They think that they have to be, if I don't work for myself, it's nothing. It's like, no. You can make an impact and still make a lot of money.
Be a really good number 2.
And-
you could be a really good number 12. You could be a really good number 160. Like
And be part of the expansion of something great. Seth Faros,
Yeah.
his company, what is it, Axe and Sledge?
yeah.
Axe and Sledge, he talks about that all the time. I would be nothing without my team. He's like, and they do what they do amazingly. And that's why I'm able to do what I do. It's like not everybody has to be that figurehead.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's
But
tough.
But he is.
Oh, he is.
He is.
I love
yeah.
it. I love Seth. He's
Yeah.
great. Anyway, so drop your IG handle. I mean, if you want.
I mean,
It's already out there.
It's already out
Everywhere.
There. Mike Noop,
It's already out there,
Noop. That's it. It goes back to the middle school nickname.
Hit him up. Hit him up for the restaurant. Everything.
Empire Nutrition LI, Nunzies, 2 Instagram pages. Definitely check it out. Nunzies or Freeport coming very soon. Hopefully, we'll be open already by the time this comes out.
This will be out tomorrow.
Nunzies or Freeport coming very soon.
ETA, about a week.
Hopefully 13 days, not 2 weeks from today then.
And Mr. Other Mike.
Mike Adamz, NZ on the end. So, dude, I appreciate you having us.
Dude, I love
I saw
having
him.
you.
I saw him at PT a couple weeks ago. So I was just. I mean, we've been trying to do this for a long time now.
He didn't want to do it solo for mad long. He
That's
was
not true.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
That's not true.
He's like, yo, what if can Jamal come on the pod? I'm like, you
Look,
don't
Jamal's
want
my
to sit
boy.
with me?
I've
I
tried
wanna sit
to
with you.
try to
Jamal's
warm him
my
up,
boy.
get him into the videos and stuff with Empire and a little more camera time and stuff. And then
Dude, I'm Scorsese.
we did
and you're De
we did a
Niro.
funny video too about
I'm the
that. Where it's like me
director.
just cutting in nonstop and not letting him talk and just stealing all the camera time. But
Yeah.
it's been that's why we go so well together.
Yeah, yin and yang. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's
He
it,
likes to
bro.
do all the work. I like to just show up, smile, talk on camera, be out.
I'm fucking so happy you said that.
It's what it is. We know the truth.
So,
It's
any
all good.
business inquiries, hit me up.
Hit him up.
You
Hit
want to party, hang out, go golfing, hit this guy up. And I'll be there as well.
And you'll be there as well as that in the side. And then just before we wrap, where are the store locations in case somebody's listening that they want to go support the stores? Where are the locations?
2 in Belmore, 1 located in Onyx, Oceanside, Long Beach Road, Garden City, Stewart Avenue, Syosset, Jericho Turnpike, right? Yeah, Jericho Turnpike, and then Hicksville, right off Newbridge Road. But hopefully we're looking to expand and get a bigger kitchen in the next 4 to 6 months. So might be moving that.
Exciting times, man.
A lot of things
Just
going
add it
on.
to the list, baby.
I love it. Exciting times. You
add it
guys
to
are
the
doing your
list.
thing, though. That's awesome. The expansion is real, and you guys are killing it. So little by little, you're continuing
Working,
the.
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Working.
working fucking
Working.
nonstop.
Yeah.
But what else would you be doing?
I don't even know.
Working elsewhere.
I really don't know.
Hoping that the government sends
Yeah.
more checks? Yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
do. You just sat there with your hands out, right?
I can't comment on that. Sir.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's okay. We're gonna wrap on that.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, absolute
Thank you,
pleasure.
man.
This is episode 57. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. On that note, peace.